guys, how's it going? I know it's been a while since I last released videos ever since the trade ban came in effect and CSO2 closed down. But the thing is, I know that we have to all move on, right? So I was a bit busy in my life, and then this MP5 just came along. So I just thought, hey, why not just give it a try? Just check it out. And the MP5 is a classic. We all love the MP5. It was there in CSGO. No. It was there in CSO2. It was there in CS Swords. It was there in CS 1.6. But then in Go, why would it be? Why wouldn't Valve include it? But then one day, a few days ago actually, this happened, and we all rejoiced that the MP5, the classic, the spray gun, is finally in the game. So let's take a look at it. Now, I've sold already most of my skins, as you can see, like my lovely Dragon Lore, my knives, my Karambits, they're all gone because I didn't play CSGO much. So and with the trade ban update, it kind of like depreciated the skin prices. So I had to take a loss, but I didn't care much because as long as I could get back my money. But anyway, I can always go back into buying the skins whenever I want. It's not a problem. So we can see the MP5 here. One thing, this update is actually pretty much a game changer because the terrorists didn't have any silenced weapons before this. They either had to, they basically had to rely on picking up the silenced weapons from counter-terrorists, like this USPS, the M4A1S. They didn't have a choice. But now with the MP5, both sides get a chance to actually pick up enemies from distance. Now, Valve previously mentioned when they released the USPS or the silenced weapons that they didn't really fancy them much. That's why they put restrictions so that players wouldn't like immediately go for the silenced weapons over the non-silence, because the silenced weapons they tend to be more stealthy. So of course people will rather pick up enemies from a distance with that rather than using the M4A4 for instance, because the M4A4 while it has 30 rounds, it was pretty noisy, and after fire it's a bit difficult to control the recoil. So that the Valve didn't really want players to totally rely on silent weapons, so they kind of like gave it to the counter terrorists, and they only gave it like a few extra clips. So after spraying, that's the reason why we couldn't spray with the M4A1S. We had to be pretty much conservative. But this MP5, it's totally different. It's available to both sides, and if I'm not mistaken, there's no ammunition restrictions, so it could be 30 out of 90 rounds. But we can have a look. We can see that it's very nice. I think if I'm not mistaken, I saw this in Far Cry 2. Yeah, it's silenced, and yep, it looks very sweet. So the firing selection is set to fully auto, something that is often overlooked in the previous games. Okay, let's go and join one. And Dust 2 it is. I always like Dust 2 because it's simple, it's bright, and more people play Dust 2. If I were to go for other maps, I wouldn't really remember much of routes. Callouts are more difficult. I gotta remember more of the spots. You can see over here. Wait, the mouse is not. You can see it's just the bomb site, middle, tunnels, long, short, spawn. It's pretty easy. Okay, let's wait. Okay, so we go for the terrorists. I always like to try a silent weapon from terrorist perspective. I gotta wait for this. And these guys don't know where he go, roaming around the map. Forgot that his friend has already planted a bomb. Okay, let's kick him. I'm a bad person. Oh well, the kick wouldn't even go through anyway. Would it? Okay, let's go. Let's buy the MP. Oh, it's 1005. Definitely, I would choose this over the MP7. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, it has 2 animations. But I like the close fist knocking the barrel more. This one seems like kind of playful. That's like, let's see, where is it? It's like slap that ass kind of motion. Okay, let's see how it fares. The recoil, everything. Ooh, very nice. Very ta 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 ta. Okay, this animation is very sweet. It's more distinct. It's more distinctive than M4, but I can't complain much. Recoil is very controllable. Wow, I can do this all day, man. But I tend to have a bad habit of reloading or switching after firing a few rounds, so yeah, they get me killed quite a number of times. Okay, let's go to A. Oh wait, there's an enemy there. No! Oh, okay, nice. Okay, got one. Okay, sweet. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. But one thing I noticed is that when I reload, I mean when I draw, the animation doesn't doesn't pull the bolt. Unlike other weapons, and of course Deagle is the exception. Whenever you switch weapons while reloading, the animation will just automatically play when you pull the bolt. Like for example, like this. So when I fire, I reload, and then when I switch back, it doesn't pull the bolt, so it feels a bit. I mean, it looks a bit unrealistic, but it's okay. It's an oversight. I wouldn't mind. Oh my gosh, two of us left, 2 against 1. I think this should be easy. I think he could be hiding in short, or even behind the box. Oh, oh, he's there. I didn't see him. Yeah, okay, let's take this pistol for example. So you can see that I've already pulled back the slide whenever I draw. So when I fire, and then I reload, and I switch back, it's basically like completing the cycle. But for the MP5, it's a bit different. So you can see, it feels a bit unreal, but I'm fine with it. Okay, let's go and buy some grenades, and then knife. Let's see if there's anyone along. Oh, someone there. Can't go. Oh, oh, wow, shit. Damn, sprayer. Oh. No! Ah, man. I didn't expect this guy to come spraying around the corner. Oh well. Let's exit for now. So the MP5 is definitely a step in the right direction. Very good valve. Now, for CSO2, there's some good news. Apparently, this guy managed to get the whole client running on his local server. It's running on a China version, but he's currently looking for any updates that are not present on it, like the Korean version or anything. So, if you want to contribute, feel free to let him know. I already left the link in the video description, so you can check it out. Now, the thing is, the mod that I've promoted it on my website is actually a CSS reskin. So it doesn't really feel much. It doesn't have the CSO2 vibe, but this one, everything is left intact. I can show you the video right now.
Triple kill. Multi-kill.
Bring it on.
Hot door. Good job. Double kill. Kill.
You can see he's playing the arms race, and all the core mechanics are untouched. Definitely, we couldn't find this on the client that have been promoting. So I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, that sums up this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.